Hi everyone, welcome to the Swayam MOOCs on Print and Broadcast Journalism. This is Dr. T. Satish Kumar from Department of Journalism and Mass Communication, Osman University. Today in this lecture, I am going to talk about the role and responsibilities of a journalist. To be able to identify and discuss the role and responsibilities of a journalist successfully, one needs to understand the meanings of the twin words, role and responsibility, and how they play out in the context of journalism as a profession. The Oxford Online Dictionary defines the word role as the function assumed or part played by a person or a thing in a particular situation, and responsibility explained as the state or fact of having a duty to deal with something or having control over someone. Journalists have to perform myriad of roles which spurs their responsibilities. Here some important roles and responsibilities of journalists are discussed. Press Council of India has prescribed norms of journalistic conduct to be followed by all journalists in media organizations. Few of them are discussed below. Public interest and public bodies. A journalist has a right to bring out corruption and irregularities in public bodies. Primarily, he has to gather irrefutable evidence from inquiry and verification reports from concerned authorities. He must also obtain voice of the accused to remain objective. Criticism of public figures and music reviews. A journalist should not cast personal aspersions on the credibility of the public figure. A journalist can objectively comment on the work of the public figure only. Carefulness against identification. A journalist, while reporting crime related to rape, abduction or kidnapping of women or sexual assault on children or raising doubts over personal character or chastity or privacy of women, the names, photographs of the victims should not be published. Glorification of violence and social evils to be stopped. A journalist should maintain utmost caution reporting violence or social evils in the society. Maintaining national interests. A journalist should maintain self-restraint in reporting news, comments on the information pertaining to state or society, or rights of individuals. Reasonable restrictions have to be kept in mind so as to not harm anybody in the society. Misconduct. Blackmailing or threatening to malign someone through media organizations leads to professional misconduct. It is violation of norms of journalistic ethics. Independence of journalists. A journalist should not take up administrative or commercial side of the media organization. It is unethical and influences the independence of journalists' functional duties. Journalists should eschew sensationalism and trial by media. Fair trial is paramount than freedom of speech and expression. If a fair trial is not conducted, it may harm the accused irreparably. Objective, factual and sensitive information. Journalists should report news in objective, factual and sensitive way, so that it doesn't hurt the public, especially regarding HIV/AIDS or any medical ailment. Accurate language or terminology. News reports have to be reported in accurate language or terminology, be it medical, science or any subject matter. Due precautions have to be taken, otherwise there is a possibility of misunderstanding. Financial journalists. Journalists should not accept gifts, loans, trips, discounts and other financial considerations which may lead to influence his performance of duty. Election reporting. A journalist should cover the elections freely and fairly. He is not supposed to accept gifts or financial considerations from the candidates. He should not canvass for any particular candidate. Right to reply on a news report must be given to all the candidates in the elections. Research and development. Journalists conduct frequent research and live surveys so that the social, political and economic trends of the society can be known in advance that can directly contribute to the growth and development of the nation. They also spend time pursuing press releases and developing story ideas, verifying facts, researching and investigating a single topic for in-depth, comprehensive articles, cultivating sources and relationships, and interviewing subjects. Observation. A journalist should keenly observe the world around him to pitch in story ideas that interest the audience. Observation will be beneficial when the journalist has to gather information to understand an event or a story better. Journalist, as a committed observer, may view things from a different perspective. A journalist's keen observation helps him in understanding issues in depth and provide him with a vision and broader understanding. Make news interesting and relevant. A journalist must engage its audience or readers to get them interested in whatever the news is presented to them in interesting and meaningful way, so that readers would not miss whatever they need to know. Important and relevant events have to be conveyed to them so that they would consume with interest. Understanding the audience. A journalist should know the nerve of the audience and understand their pulse. Content should be simplified to enlighten the people, making important news attractive. As it is rightly said, an informed citizen is an engaged citizen. Serving as watchdog. Serving the public as a watchdog. Journalists are always expected to work in the interest of the broader audience and not to satisfy the capricious curiosity of a selected few, be it political groupings, business gurus, or corrupt bureaucrats. At the fourth estate, this should be the practice to ensure credibility and integrity. Good faith with the reader should be the foundation of all good journalism worthy of the name. Entertain. A journalist also interviews the celebrities and publishes excerpts of their interviews. You should not quote out of the context to make news sensational. They also cover news related to fine arts, music, movies and sculpture, photography and dance forms. Legal responsibilities. In addition to serving the public interest, journalists must also follow the law, especially regarding the confidentiality and privacy of the people they interview or write about. For example, while journalists often tape record their interviews to ensure accuracy, laws generally make it illegal to record a conversation without the permission of the other party. Legislature reporters and court reporters must strictly follow code of conduct, otherwise it may lead to contempt of court or legislature. Ethical responsibilities. Some aspects of a journalist's job are not subject to any law but are just as important. Journalists must strive to present an accurate, well-balanced explanation of the stories they cover. For example, they must give all sides of an issue and to conduct extensive research and talk to several sources knowledgeable about the subject. If they present only popular opinion or if they conduct minimal research without fully exploring the matter, they don't give readers and viewers the information they need to understand the implications of the event or issue. Accuracy. With the unique role of making projections to the public in the form of news, journalists have the responsibility of being accurate in their practice. The existence of law and professional ethics requires journalists to be careful in their reportage to remain credible and free from legal tussles such as libel and defamation. Facts information gathered from sources cannot be skewed to satisfy any selfish interests and cannot be degraded to create negative perceptions. References should be duly attributed when necessary and reports presented without personal interpretations. Dispassionate. To promote accuracy, journalists should present the news in an unbiased manner by presenting basic facts and all sides of the happenings to the audience and readers. They should be then left free to draw inferences or make judgments. Journalists should understand the uniqueness and the importance of their roles in society and therefore should perform their functions as such with the utmost professionalism. Upholding the truth through verification. A journalist is responsible for reporting the truth, not because he is inherently unbiased, but because he supports the importance of objective verification. This means that he should consistently test every fact used in his story, including researching all information shared with him by his sources. Strict adherence to verification ensures that personal and cultural biases don't sneak in and take over reporting. Meeting deadlines. A journalist should strictly follow the deadline allotted to him and should complete his task by time frame, keeping in mind his accountability towards the society. Coordination. Coordination is key for any successful profession. Journalists are required to coordinate with different departments at the desk and allocate work depending upon the individual capabilities of the team. Team management. Journalists should be able to work in a team by coordinating with the crew members to provide complete information to the audience. They should be able to provide guidance and lead the team in all endeavors impartially. Summary. Working as a journalist is not an easy job to be taken lightly. Journalists research, write, edit news stories, features and articles thoroughly and without bias for use on TV and radio or in newspapers, magazines, journals in print or online. All this is possible if they have essential qualities. If you aspire to be the mouthpiece of his audience, then you should understand your role, the audience and the power of your words. Strive every day to uphold the journalistic integrity that comes with the power of the pen and work to achieve the goal of delivering the most complete and balanced story possible to your audience.